Jilo when it on a door. I think a kick, I think a kick,
Okay, Majo, you can take over.
Thank you so much, Abraham Adit. To our viewers, wherever you are tuning in, welcome to Lagos State Media Beyond Boundaries. And I have a few requests to add before I introduce our guest today to all of you. If you are watching us wherever you are, kindly share this live show so that it could reach to many South Sudanese who are willing to listen to the political conversations in regard to the political crisis in our country. And on that note, permit me to introduce our guest, Honorable Agok Makur, the former Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning and National Government, who is the current Secretary General of the SPLM-IO interim leadership. Up to this juncture, we have invited the Honorable Agok Makur to come and have a conversation in regard to the political crisis within the house of the SPLM-IO. And most of you have seen what transpired in the SPLM-IO and what transpired in our national government politics in regard to the revitalized peace agreement, which was actually signed in 2018 and subsequently start implementation in 2020. And after that, our government is still pushing so hard to make sure the agreement is realized by the people of South Sudan. Up to this juncture, permit me to give few minutes to our guest, Honorable Agok Makur, to give us his opening remark. Honorable, you are highly welcome, and we appreciate you accepting our invitation to come and have a conversation with your fellow South Sudanese. Kindly give us a few remarks before we dive into our conversation. What is your take? What do you expect? And what do you anticipate? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Lagos State Media Beyond the Boundaries. I'm very happy today to be a guest with you. I hope this is the first time to invite by Lagos State Media.
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable. We really appreciate that, and we are glad to host you today as Lagos State Media. To our viewers, kindly continue sharing the show, and you also, if you have any question later on, put it under the comment section, and the Lagos State Media team, I beg your pardon, in the studio, will also give you a chance to pose your question to our guest to answer them after we exhaust some of the questions that we have on the desk of Lagos State Media. Honorable Agok, can you tell the citizens of South Sudan and the viewers who are watching us now what transpired in the house of the SPLM-IO on the 9th of April? We have seen the series and gathering of SPLM members, SPLM-IO members at Palm Africa Hotel in what was called the charters of the new interim leadership of the SPLM-IO. Kindly, can you highlight it more of that? Because many citizens want to know exactly what prompted you as the SPLM-IO members. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Once again, I need to pass
To our viewers, we apologize. It seems there has been interruptions in regard to our guest. Maybe somebody called his phones or something happened. And for that regard, we will give him a few minutes and he will rejoin us once again to answer the questions. And as we said earlier, this is a political conversation. If any of the politicians will not be convinced later on with how Honorable Agok Makur will answer some of the questions, and then please, you are entitled to reach out to Lagos State Media and we can allot some of our time to you so that you can also articulate your personal point of view in regard to the political affairs of our country. And if you are SPLM-IO member under the category which were categorized by the Cabinet Affairs Minister, Honorable Dr. Eliel Moro, whether SPLM-IO in Juba, SPLM-IO in silent exile, then you are also have chances to request Lagos State Media and we can host you. This is what I can add while we are waiting for our guest to return to the studio. Abraham Adit, if you have anything to add while we are waiting our guest, then you have a chance to do so.
Yeah, thank you, Majok. Yes, something that I just want to let our viewers who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and also Clubhouse, you mindful that if you writing some of negative comment, I will be deleting them and just be polite and negative comment. I don't condone that insult. I don't condone that. And also later on after we put in our questioning, and if you have a question to our guests, we will pull up your question, written down your question. We will see that not every question that we will forward to our guests. We will select some of 2, 3 questions, and then we forward to our guest, and then he can answer them. So those are the few things that I want to add while we're waiting for Honorable Agok to log in. So the network over there is sometimes traveling. So he will be logged in shortly. That was us. Here he come here.
Sorry. Hello. Sorry.
Yes, Honorable. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Sorry. First of all, I need to say I'm too happy to be with you today and to explain what is happening in IO party. In fact, before we going to Palm Africa meeting, I hope you know there is a crisis take place in Nasser town. So after this crisis take place in Nasser, the political development in Juba is that some of our leaders arrested. Among them is the Minister of Petroleum, Fort Kang. And also they arrested one of deputy chief of his staff called Lam. After arrested these 2 people, we as members of political bureau, by then our chair, Dr. Agok Makur, is still outside. And then we follow these events of Nasser situation. After the time, after days, Agok Makur be arrested in a house arrest. And then we as a member of political bureau, we call ourselves to meet and then to come out with a resolution concerning this situation we are in. By then, our chair in a house arrest, and our deputy chair exile, our SG exile. So there is no way out unless as a members of political bureau to sit and then to come out with a resolution concerning the situation we are in. By then we meet in the office of Stephen Farr as a member of political bureau, and also is a senior because he's a chair of a committee called Peace and Reconcile. So we meet as 8 members of political bureau. Let me mention those members: Stephen Farr, me, Agok Makur, Lasubo Wango, Deng Deng Akon, Garang Tong, member called Mustafa Gibson, Jackson Wani, and also our comrade Riang. and now Riang is a chair of commission of Constitution Commission. So by then we come out with a resolution in that meeting. We come out with a 7 point. Among them, point number 1 is that we commit ourselves for peace implementation. We are still need to implementation peace agreement. So we confirm it. Number 2, we urge a government to release our chairman and also our detainees, whether political or military. And also we talk to international community and grantors to come in to solve our crisis through dialogue. Number 4, we call our members in mechanism, different mechanism, to return back to mechanism to continue implementing peace agreement. And also we call our members in the national government as well as the state government to continue work the national duties. And also we talk to our citizen that IO not going back to the war again. So we need citizens to be calm. And also we talk about ceasefire. We signed in 2017. We call for ceasefire. All these resolution come out in that meeting. This is the first step. We do it as a member of political bureau. After that, some of our members, especially Nasalian Uyet, is our deputy chair, but is exile. He come out with them, Stephen Farr, and me, Agok Makur, and Luke Thompson, and Ding Lam. We are 4. And then we respond to him. How can you suspend us while you are not with us in Juba? And as you know, Juba is our headquarters. How can you suspend the members inside Juba and you're outside? And even is the one who declared a war outside. How can you suspend us? And me, I describe that letter as April. I come with April liar. بيسموه بالعربي كذبة أبريل. So after that, we mobilize ourselves as a members of political bureau and also as a members of National Liberation Council. (15) In Article 19.1, read together with Article 20.1. And I hope you have. Hello? You get me? Hello?
Yes,
Are you with me?
Yes,
Good,
yes,
good.
we are hearing you.
Yes.
Just that
Yes.
your voice is off and on.
And also,
So I think maybe there is an internet issue.
Agok, also there are people requesting that you can mix with Arabic too, if you can.
Okay, we can speak also.
Yeah, you can mix whatever language that you are comfortable with.
Okay, no any problem. After we احنا بعد ذاك مشينا لبام افريكا بموجب للناس اللي بيسمعوا عربي بموجب المادتين. الماده 19 مغروع مع نفس الماده 20.1. المادتين دي بيتكلم عن مجلس. So in absence of a national convention, the National Liberation Council have a right to act on behalf of national convention, because in IO the national convention conduct once after 4 years, while a National Liberation Council بنعقد كله 3 مرات في السنة للناس اللي بيسمعوا معاي. فنحن بالمادتين ديل مشينا لبام افريكا، لأن المادتين بدون قوة، بدي القوة للليبريشن كانسل إنهم يقعدوا في اجتماع. طيب maybe you can ask question, who is going to call the meeting? To call a meeting of Liberation Council is a chairman of SPLM. But in this case, our chairman is not with us in a house arrest. The second people calling a meeting is a members of political bureau. هم اللي بينادوا الاجتماع. أو من هم الناس اللي عندهم الحق عشان ينادوا الاجتماع ده. بموجب ده نحن مشينا اجتماع بتاع مجلس التحرير، والاجتماع ده حضروه اعضاء مجلس التحرير 249 249 out of 325. The total number of National Liberation Council is 325. Two set is a 244. This is a two set. We are a 249, and then we are above two set. نحن begin أكتر من الكورم. In that meeting للناس المتابعين in that meeting نحن عقدنا هذا الاجتماع وسألنا سؤال: في غياب الرئيس وغياب النائب الرئيس وغياب السكرتير العام, the absence of chair, absence of deputy, absence of secretary general, what can we do? This is our question to members of a Liberation Council. So the whole members answered that we need an interim leadership to lead IO in this situation until our chair come out. This is the reason. After that we elected. تم انتخاب بتاع الناس ديل. العملية الانتخابية تم كيف؟ One of member of political bureau called Mustafa Gibson is the one who nominee Stephen Fart to be a chair, a deputy. So we elected by a 249 out of 325. الناس ديل قاموا يختاروا 3 نفر ديل عشان يقودوا ده. تم يكون رئيس وتم اختيار and me to be كويس. بعد ذاك الحصل شنو؟ الاوتكم اوف ذات ميتنج، لانه ده مهم. ده شنو كان الريزولوشن بتاع الميتنج ده؟ الريزولوشن انه تم انتخاب الانتريم ليدرز اللي هم 3 نفر، وبرضه في الريزولوشن اتفقنا على انه نحن نستمر في تنفيذ الاتفاقيه. We continue to implementing peace agreement. So we are for peace as interim leader. And also we continue also calling for release our chairman and the whole detainees. نطلعهم من السجن. This is our function. And also to engage with the partners of this agreement. And also to engage with the President of Republic of South Sudan, such as to implement peace agreement. This is what happened in Palm Africa. ده الحاجات اللي حصل لنا في Palm Africa. وبعد ذاك نحن بنبدا من الاجتماع ده بقياده جديده منتخب من مجلس التحرير. So this is a step we taken. Why we taken this step? Number one, there is no way out. We are in one of two options: whether to accept peace to be continued or to return back to the war. And we commit ourselves not to return back to the war. Even our share inside the house arrest also is for peace. So IO as general for peace. So this is the reason we take this step. Maybe you can ask why you take this step and why your chairman or is still in house arrest. Indeed, without interim leadership, most of our people من الأعضاء بتاع الحركة الشعبية هم كان دسوا نفسهم ناس تاع IO. حتى الموفمنت بتاع our people in Juba town بقى ليميت. ما في زول بيتحرك لانه يزول خايف من الاعتقالات. الناس خايفه انه to be arrested. After we do this step in Palm Africa, so our people now is free move. Now our people can go from place to another without any fear. ما في زول بيخاف تاني. ما في خوف. So this ده الستيب اللي احنا اخذناه. في ناس بيقولوا والله ده انقلاب. Most of people say this is a coup. Me, my answer is not a coup. It's internal arrangement. Because we are not a new IO. We are not a new IO. We are come to arrange IO in absence of our share, in absence of our deputy, in absence of our Secretary General. So this is a step. Now we are doing our arrangement for reorganize our party and then to implement peace agreement and to continue implementing peace agreement. So ده الخطوات اللي نحن عملناه. And even now we are calling for release our chairman. We are calling for release our political detainees and military detainees. So this is our opinion now. We do it.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for highlighting and explaining what transpired in the SPLM-IO house and what prompted you to conduct the meeting in the Palm Africa Hotel on 9th of April. Honorable, you have answered one of the questions, which was supposed to be why did you conduct such a meeting? You have already answered that. But the next question, Honorable, is before you conducted that Palm Africa Hotel meeting, of which you call internal arrangement, were you in coordination with your chairman, or did you consult any of your leaders, especially the chairman, the deputy chair, and the secretary general? Did any of these three people give you green card to proceed with the meeting?
No. You know our chairman in house arrest. How can we connect with him? Because there is no any telephone with him up to now. You cannot connect with him, and even you cannot allow to visit him in the house arrest. This is number one. Our deputy and our secretary general is outside. Is in exile. Is not in Juba. So we are in Juba, but our deputy and our secretary general is outside, and even is a known place where he is going. ما عارفين حتى محل اللي هم قاعدين فوقه. ما عندنا معهم اتصال. فعشان كده ما يتصلنا بهم لانهم برا من جوبا. بالنسبه للرئيس داخل جوبا، لكن ما في طريقه عشان تقابلوا في البيت ولا عشان تعملوا زياره. والدليل على ذلك even those who come from AU or Raila Odinga not get a chance to meet with him. So how can we meet with him? ما في زول خلوه عشان يقابل الرئيس او يتكلم معه بتليفون. So this is the reason. But we connect with others, those who with us in Juba. الممبرز بتاع political bureau معانا في جوبا نحن اتكلمنا معهم. We talk with them and we invite them to Palm Africa meeting. And most of them they attend with us. 9 from political bureau attend that meeting.
Yes, Honorable, thank you. You said you were unable to reach out to your chairman because he was under house arrest and there is no gadgets and there is no means of reaching out to him. And you said your deputy chair, who is the deputy speaker, was out of Juba and is still outside of Juba, including the Secretary General. So did you try to contact them through WhatsApp, through telephones, in order to get their opinions on how to set things right in the SPLM-IO house? Or you did not bother yourself to do so?
Yes, already our deputy take a step to suspend us. Means that he blocked us to connect with him. He take a step already to suspend us, as you know. Yeah. means that he blocked us.
Oh, thank you for that, Honorable. The next question, Honorable, is all about what you said before, that many people said this is a coup, and for you, you say this is internal arrangement.
Arrangement, yeah.
Many people still argue that this might be one of the soft coup that you have done silently. But the follow-up questions, Honorable, is now in the case if things turn back to normal, we have seen what
Yes.
is happening in Upper Nile, and it is a very unfortunate situation. None of citizens appreciate what is happening politically in our country. If things come back to normal and your chairman get released from the house arrest and resume his due duties as the first vice president, what will happen to your faction or even to your internal arrangement, which is led by Honorable Stephen Pal?
Yeah, this is very clear. In the same meeting of Palm Africa, one of journalists asking Stephen Farr, if your chairman come out, can you step down? He answered, yes, I can step down.
Okay, you or your chairman is stepping out, the current interim chairman, because your body is called interim body, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And if Dr. Yak is released today from the house arrest, then the whole interim body will be dissolved. That's true?
We, you know, what I mentioned is clear. And even up to now, we are calling for release him. Why we calling for release? And people say we doing a coup. This is not a coup. This is an internal arrangement.
I'm saying if Dr. Yak
Yes,
gets
I
released
know.
today
I know you
from
talk.
the house arrest,
If our share come
will
out,
your interim body be dissolved all, or the only Stephen Pal will step down? Will it be dissolved, including the deputy, the executive, including you as the Secretary General?
there is another arrangement when he come out.
There will be another arrangement once Dr. Yak is released,
Means
right?
that because yes, maybe Dr. Riak released and our deputy and SG is still outside, means that they need another arrangement inside IO.
Now, you are calling for the release of your chairman and you are calling for the release of your political detainees. Are you not calling for the return of those
We are calling
self-exiled
also for return
SPLM-IO?
up to now. And
You
even
are calling
through
them to
you,
return to Juba, right?
now through your media,
Yep.
we call all our members outside to come to join us to implement together the peace agreement.
Okay. Assuming if the deputy chair of the SPLM return to Juba today and the Secretary General, will you yourself relinquish your power and follow the actual Secretary General of the SPLM-IO, even if Dr. Yak is not yet released?
Let them come first.
Okay. Secondly, Honorable, in case if Dr. Yak is released, the deputy returned to Juba, the Secretary General returned to Juba, what will happen to the suspensions which was actually conducted and executed by the deputy chair, suspending you and some of the members, including the interim chair, Pal?
There is no base for suspend us. There is no base legally to suspend us while he's outside. Regarding our headquarters in Juba, not in exile.
Okay, in that regard, you said there was no basis of him suspending you, and he is the deputy chairman. And deputy chairman, in the absence of the chairman, the deputy assumed the powers and exercise the powers
They assume the power while inside Juba, not outside.
So you don't accept the suspension outside South Sudan?
We cannot assume the power outside. Outside Juba.
Okay. All right, we leave it that way.
The case led him to be outside in Juba. It's not a normal case.
Okay. I think that might be politically motivated, and we will leave it that side. And the last questions, which is not the last, Honorable, before we give chance to the viewers to post their questions and the clubhouse members, what is your role as an interim SPLM-IO body what is your role to arrest the situations that is happening in Upper Nile?
Yes, our role, first of all, now we are interim leadership. First of all, we need to confirm for you, Lagos State media, that we are for peace. This is our role. And this peace need to implement, because without implementation, peace cannot be there. So this is one. Number two, we call for our people outside to come in for peace, not to be a way of peace. And also we know some of those people went out because they sought peace collapse. And even our deputy, one of statement, he talked about collapse of peace. So for us, still peace is not collapse. Peace is there. This is our role also. And also our role to engage with the partners of disagreement, such as to implement this peace together. This is our role also.
Thank you, Honorable. Are you in charge or in control of the SPLM-IO army forces, or you are not in charge as the interim leadership?
As interim leadership concerning the control, yes.
You are in charge.
There is many models with us. For example, the acting deputy chief, Kong, now with us is a deputy chief, and others with us in Juba. Those who are outside, yes, we still dialogue with them, so to return back to Juba to implement a peace agreement.
Thank you, Honorable. Now you have stated very clearly that you are in charge or in control of the SPLM-IO forces. What is your modality of actually coordinating with the SPLM-IO forces that are still in confrontation with SSPDF in Upper Nile state?
This is what I tell you. Those who are not in our control, those who are in fighting, we call them to bring those people to peace. Because yes, indeed, بعض الناس منهم شبه تمردوا أصبحوا كأنهم rebel. So those need dialogue, needs negotiate with them. But there is some with us in Juba, in a controller area, those who are under us.
Okay, Honorable. Do you have any plans of sending delegations to Upper Nile region to go and talk to the SPLM-IO forces? Do you have such a plans as an interim body in conjunction
Yes.
with the government?
Yes, up to now we are not forming a committee, but we are in process.
While you are in process, Honorable, things are still falling apart in that region. Do you have an exact date to where you think you should have all this in place in order to rescue the situation?
You know, to stop the situation is not for a one party, it is for the whole government.
True.
And we are a part of that government. These are our duties as a government. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Honorable Agok Makur, the current Secretary General of the SPLM-IO interim leadership and the former Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning. Up to this juncture, I allowed Abraham Adid to pull out some of the questions that might have been posted under the comment sections by the viewers. And to our viewers, you can still share this live show while we are still engaging in this political conversation. And if you wish to pose any questions, then don't hesitate to comment under the comment section. Abraham Adid, if there are some questions, please, I yield it back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Makur, and thank you, Honorable Agok Makur. We have two people in Clubhouse, Dr. Mayuen Akot, and also Usas Welmoranyar are in the studio, in the Clubhouse class, and Kunjok. So let me give this chance to gentlemen. I would like you guys to ask each one of you one question each, so we would not be having a lot of time to have more questions. So Dr. Mayuen, go ahead with your question, please. Thank you. Dr. Mayuel, you can open your mic.
If you can just give me 5 minutes, I'll be with you.
Okay. Okay, let me move on. One more, Anyar.
Yes, thank you very much.
And you guys can speak loud so we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope I'm clear. Thank you, Abraham, and all the boards and so the legal media and the media and the viewers and the audience of the social legal media. I greet all of you. Honorable Agok Makur, I greet you. Then well-beaten Morayan, speaking to you live from USA. And also, like we have to follow internal arrangement. And we took
well, hang on. Your voice is a little bit part. Let me fix this very quick.
Yeah.
Okay, you can speak now. Well.
Okay, thank you. I hope I'm clear enough, buddy. Give me a thumb up if I am.
Yeah, you good.
Yes, Honorable Agok Makur, I agree with you. And again, thank you so much for
Shukran.
your honor. And it's Tarek Mafi, Facebook as well as the Clubhouse with regard to the matter of stuff happening inside the IO. Honorable Agok Makur, I got to go to internal arrangement. Kubalma Asal and internal arrangement and a bit of much, like a lot of accusations, in the general public and as well as members of the SPLM-IO. This morning, in Mogala, I think in which Professor Agok Nyaba, in one of the round tables there, he was being interviewed. And he declared, Al-Hassel, the SPLM-IO is a coup into a multi-inqilab reaction. And then before you even address that, into internal arrangement in which way? Internal arrangement, have you reached this based on the constitution of the SPLM-IO? Well, it depends on getting together from Africa, Stephen part of acting chairman, one of the Secretary General. Is it a part of your constitution? لأنه أنا بشوف إنه حاجة اللي عملتوها international arrangement deal with the I don't know how it can qualify to be called as a coup if it falls in line with the bylaws or the constitution of the SPLM. I stop there and I yield my question.
Thank you. Honorable Agok Makur, to answer his question.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. الحقيقة إنه أن إحنا ما عملنا انقلاب، أن إحنا عملنا ما يعرف بترتيبات داخلية. ليه إحنا عملنا ترتيب داخلي؟ نطرح سؤال بسيط. لو أنت الليلة مدير لمؤسسة، أي مؤسسة، أي institution، مثلا أنت you're a director. If you are absent، ده منو اللي بيشتغل بعديك؟ ده الزول اللي بينوب عنك، ديوبتي بتاعك. لو الديوبتي ده ما في، بيشوفوا الزول اللي بعديه. إذا ده في الحزب ده سكرتير عام. الناس ديل بيقوا مافيشين كلهم. الثلاثة نفر. الرئيس موجود في الهاوس ارست، والنائب هو خارج البلد، والأمين العام خارج البلد. الناس اللي فضلوا ديل أعضاء مكتب سياسي زي members of political bureau، باعتبار ده أكبر جسم. ده شنو؟ ده منو اللي حينوب عن الناس ديل؟ عشان يكون في زول ينوب عنهم، ما ممكن ينوب بدون ما يكون في قانون. القانون بتاع الحركة الشعبية ده الدستور بتاعنا، والدستور ده دستور بتاع سنة 2015. is IO Constitution 2015. طيب في 2015 الدستور بيتكلم وين عن الموقف الزي ده؟ الدستور بيتكلم في المادة 19 Article 19.1 read together with Article 20.1. وانا اتمنى انه ود مورانيار تلقى الدستور بتاعنا ده بيكون كويس عشان تقرا these two article. الاثنين article ديل بيقولوا انه الحركه الشعبيه عنده اجسام، عنده organs. we have a organ بتاع الاستراكشر بتاعنا. الاورجن الكبير ده بيعرف بالناشونال كونفنشن اللي هو المؤتمر العام. المؤتمر العام في الحركه الشعبيه بنعقد كله بعد 4 سنة. يعني after 4 years you conduct a national convention once. طيب لما يكون الناشونال كونفنشن غايب is absent، ده منو بيكون الجسم المسؤول من اجازه السياسات؟ الجسم نمبر 2 ده الناشونال ليبريشن كونسل اللي هو بيسموه مجلس التحرير القومي. مجلس التحرير ده في الماده 20.1 بينادوا بهذه الطريقه. How can you call a national liberation council? According to our constitution, the right person to call a national liberation council is a chairman. ده الرئيس يو بينادي المؤتمر او بينادي المجلس. طيب لو الرئيس ما في، ده منو اللي عنده الحق تاني ينادي المجلس؟ اللي عنده الحق ينادي المجلس ده الاعضاء المكتب السياسي. طيب تاني منو عنده الحق؟ اللي عنده حق برضه is a one set out of الممبرز بتاع الناشونال ليبريشن كونسل. وللمعلوميه عشان يكون الناس مستفيدين من النقاش ده فور بينفيت، المجلس بتاع التحرير بتاع الايو فوقه 325 نفر اللي هو 325 ممبرز. طيب لو داري يعملوا باسنج لاي سياسه، باسنج اني بوليسي، الباسنج بتاع البوليسي ولا بتاع اي قرار انت بتعمله باثنين سيت اللي هو 2 سيت تلتين. التلتين بتاع اعضاء مجلس التحرير عددهم بيكون 244 نفر. ده العدد اللي عنده الحق عشان يعمل اي اجازه بتاع اي سياسه. So for that reason we call ourselves ومشينا لفام افريكا ميتنج. في فام افريكا ميتنج الحضور، خلينا برضه عشان المعلومات يعني، الاتندنس اللي كان موجود and even this attendance with me now as a general secretary، الاتندنس كان 503 اللي هو 503. طيب الممبرز بتاع الليبريشن كانسل كانوا كم؟ الممبر بتاع الناشونال ليبريشن كانسل كانوا 249 249. عشان اقدر اوضح للناس انه نحن ما عملنا انقلاب، نحن عملنا الانترنال ارينجمنت according our constitution. بعد ذاك مشينا للاجتماع ده، ال 249 هم اللي اختاروا الانتريم ليدرشيب. زي الك هم اللي عملوا الكشن للناس ديل، قاموا يختاروا بالاجماع. انا عشان اكون واضح، بالاجماع اختاروا ستيفن فار تو بي شير انتريم ليدرشيب للاي او، ويختاروا لاسوبا تو بي ديوبتي، ويختاروا اغوك ماكور تو بي سكرتري جنرال. This is according constitution. طيب what our function after we elect? Our function I mentioned it already في النقاش بتاعي قبل، انه نحن عشان نواصل to continue implementing peace agreement. If we are doing coup, why we calling for release of our chairman؟ لانه بيكون صعب انك تنادي انك انت عملت انقلاب لزول وتقول لا طلع الزول ده برا. ما في زول بيعمل انقلاب بينادي الزول اللي عملوه انقلاب يقول له طلعوه برا. لا لو طلعوه برا معناته ده ما انقلاب، معناته بيرجع الموقع بتاعه. And this is what mentioned by Stephen Farr as a chairman. One of journalists talking or asking a question to Stephen Farr, if our chairman come out, can you step down? He answered, yes, I can step down. Even now, if he release, Stephen Farr can step down. So this is a step we taken. We are not against our chairman because we are still believe Dr. Riak is our chairman and we calling for release him. So this is not a coup. For that reason I call this is called internal arrangement. ده اللي حصل بالضبط من ناحية بتاع القانون.
Thank you, Honorable Agok, and thank you, Usas Walmoranyar. Let me move to the next. Usas Dr. Mayuen, are you available or you still far? Kunja, go ahead. Are you?
Yeah, I think if it's okay, I can weigh in.
Okay, come on, Fadl.
Okay. Under Mashkur Befkum Al Karim, Honorable, you have spoken very eloquently. We appreciate your presence. سياسيين اللي بيجوا في منابر الحكم في جنوبين يريد من العمل إنه بلد لسه بخير. أنا بدي أشكرك في الموضوع ده. السؤال بتاعتي بسيط جدا. آيو من ما أنشئ if you see when there's a chaos in SPLM-IO, they create more positions for themselves. For example, لما الحرب في 2013 آيو طلع منهم قيادات وبعض منهم فضلوا بقوا وزراء بقى مناصب عليا. In 2016, I was in Juba when the Agok Makur was chased away. I see the position of vice president. He's still now holding his position. So right now, after I'm with the Sip and Star. Somebody that I know very well. We use fire a lot. هو كارف that لو يسيب الناس يطلعوا كلام. Is this going to create more positions for the IO, or are you going to relinquish the power to your chairman? الجوال الثاني you are moved was it solely from SPLM-IO members, or was it encouraged by the IG or the government? Thank you.
Okay, shukran. Thank you. Shukran, Dr. Mayuen. Fadl, Honorable Agok.
Okay, let me answer the last one. Whether we are encouraged by a government or we are do it as IO members. I need to confirm we do it as IO members. We are not encouraged by anyone. This I need to be clear. ما في زول ادانا قوة عشان نعمل ده. عملناه نحن كأعضاء للآيو. Concerning the comparative بتاع 2016 والآن. Yes, you cannot compare. Because 2016 there is a war take place. And by then our share and most of our people, even me, we went out. Begin a kharij Juba. So بعد ذاك التعبان والناس التانيين they take over. وقالوا هم هيواصلوا ونحن طلعنا. لكن in this case ما زي ده ما في زول ما في يعني ما الرئيس ما طلع. الرئيس inside. Dr. Riek is still with us in Juba. So for that reason I say this internal arrangement is not a coup. Because we are not saying we are a faction or نحن انقسمنا وبقينا تنظيم جديد IO 2 ولا IO 3. No. The same تنظيم نفس IO القديم ده هو قاعدين. Yes, indeed. You can describe IO now as a 4. There is IO outside. ده فوق ناس نسالين ويا. وفي IO في السجن. فوق دكتور رياك مشار. وفي IO هم مختفيين او دسوا نفسهم من هيدا. وفي IO العمل الانتريم leadership through a legal way. We do it through a legal. And even those who are in arrested or those outside, we call them, we are still one party. يعني احنا ما عملنا تنظيم جديد. The same constitution we use it. So ما عملنا حاجة جديدة. نحن ما عملناه عشان دايرين مناصب. العكس، اللي هيحصل كالآتي: إنه الآن في أعضاء في الآيو في الحكومة هم ما موجودين في البلد. فور اكزامبل، مثلا نسالي نويت هو نائب للسبيكر وهو الآن خارج البلد. وزير الري اللي هو وزير الري فالماي هو برضه خارج البلد، واخرين الامين العام وكده. طيب الناس ديل ما one of two whether نحن مع البيس and these our interest as interim leadership and نحن for peace، او الناس مع الحرب. نحن قلنا لا، نحن مع البيس. we are still with the peace. we need peace to be implemented. this is our aim. ده الهدف بتاعنا الاساسي. في ناس بيقولوا لا، هم ما دايرين ينفذوا السلام بالطريقه ده او دايرين يطلعوا برا. نحن بنقول لهم لا، السلام هو الاهم. The peace is very important for us and no any solution out of peace. انت ما ممكن تلقى اي حل اكتر من السلام، حتى لو انت مشيت حاربتها. all in all you come in and you sign a peace. so نحن قلنا لا، نحن نعمل البيس دي يستمر ونطالب الاطراف الموقعه للسلام، لان الاطراف ما طرف واحد. الاطراف الموقعين سلام ممكن 5 اطراف. ال5 اطراف دي ينفذوا السلام بما فوق الايو، بما فوق الاي جي، بما فوق سوا، بما فوق او بي بي، وهكذا. الناس دي المطالبين انهم ينفذوا سلام. وده اللي خلانا نحن نتكلم حتى في الريزولوشن بتاعنا ان احنا we are calling for international community as well as the grantors to come in to solve this crisis through dialogue، عبر السلام او عبر الحوار. ده المخرج الوحيد. فنحن ممكن توصفنا بانه نحن انقلابيين، لانه لو كنا انقلابيين كنا عملنا دستور جديد، كنا عملنا برنامج جديد، ما كنا سمينا نفسنا interim leaders، كنا المفروض نسمي نفسنا نحن permanent leaders. لكن عشان نحن مع نفس الاتفاق ومع نفس الحزب اللي هو الايو، for that reason نحن ما غيرنا اي حاجه. the same structure، نفس الهياكل بتاع الحركه الشعبيه موجود زي ما هو، ما جبنا حاجه جديد. and even if you look for us as interim leadership، انت بتلقى زول زي ستيفن فار ده members of political bureau who can share بتاع committee اسمه peace and reconcile. if you look to Lasuba also is a member of political bureau وهو برضه share للفيدرال سيستم. ولو شفت اجوك ماكور بتلقاه share لpolitical mobilization and organization. نحن الثلاثه كلنا نحن قيادات في المكتب السياسي. يعني ما في زوج جديد من برا دخلناه عشان يكون في ريحه بتاع انه الناس دي ما نفس الناس. we are the same. so this is the same people from IO to IO، ما في زوج من محل ثاني.
المشكلة اللي حاسة حاليا بواجه البلد تنظيم اسمه وايت آرمي ده it has become a real threat to the peace and stability. SPLM-IO, although they deny that they are not part and parcel of the White Army, it is clear that White Army is actually a military wing of the SPLM-IO. هل في منظورك بتشوف مشكلة بتاعت White Army ده بيحلوا كيف؟
بيحلوا عبر الحوار through dialogue.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mayuen, and also thank you, Honorable Agok. Let me move to the next. Usad Kwanjuk, can you go ahead with your question, please?
Thank you. Thank you. Greeting to everyone in the room. Salam Alaikum, Secretary General Agok Makur, from Canada. And thank you for coming to the media. My question is simple. I have 2 questions, but I have to obey the rules of the room. I'll go with 1 question. My first question, and I will wait later on. Maybe if I get another chance, I'll ask you the second question if nobody asks. My question is: you are calling for implementation of peace agreement, and this very person your leader who signed the agreement, and some of your senior members are in prison. What peace agreement are you trying to implement when the very person who signed that agreement is in jail? When the senior members of your party are in jail, what part of agreement are you, peace agreement are you trying to implement? Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. This is a simple question for me. Yes, indeed, our chairman in jail or in house arrest, and also others senior politician of IO also are arrested. Who is going now to knock a door for release them without a new leadership or a interim leadership? And even this is a part of our assignment now, to knock a door for release these people, for release our chairman, for release all the detainees to be out. This is it is our part to do it. So yes, نحن ما حنقبل انه نقول والله لازم الناس دي يكونوا في السجن ما لم يكون في قانون واضح. اذا في جريمه ارتكبوا زول معين يورونا ارتكب هذه الجريمه. لكن بالنسبه لنا نحن we are calling for release since the day one. يعني من اليوم الاول نحن في بام افريكا نحن قلنا لازم الناس دي يطلعون برا عشان نستمر في تنفيذ الاتفاقيه. فده الموقف بتاعنا. يعني احنا ما ضد انه لو في زول جوا يعني احنا نذكر السلام ما يستمر، لازم السلام يستمر، ولازم ننادي باطلاق سراح المعتقلين.
شكرا.
لانه بالنسبه لنا البيس above anyone. السلام هو المهم لاي زول فينا، والسلام ده انكلود انك انت هتعمل افراج للناس، هتخلي الناس يطلعوا برا عشان ينفذوا معك السلام. ده الخيار بتاع السلام.
Abraham, thank you. Thank you, Secretary General. My question is the same question. Now, would that not be the first priority for you guys? If you guys are really for peace and you are not making a coup against your leader, should that not be a priority for you and say, for us to go to implement the agreement, our leaders, the chairman should be brought before the court of law so he is able to defend himself instead of you guys rushing to implementation of the peace agreement? Should it not be wise for you guys to talk about hiring lawyers and so that the charges against your leader can be brought forward and you work, like you said, with your chairman to defend himself in the court of law? Thank you, and I apologize if I took long, Brother Madid. I have the second question, but if nobody asks, I'll come back later on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Tim. Let me move to Joseph. Joseph, do you have any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
شكرا لك أخوك مكور intellectual بسيطين جدا جدا. السؤال الأول مايكل ماكوين اللي قال رياض مايكل whenever the investigation team شغل بتاعهم انتهى and if they find that Maikal is guilty, he will be released from position بتاعه when he will go to jail. And position بتاعنا زيه مايكل ماكوين اللي قال interim group بتاعكم بتاعنا ستيفن بارك انتوا انتوا هتعملوا recommendation للبريزيدنت انه to replace الناس اللي ما فيشين including position بتاع first vice president لو عنده محكمة including الأدوية اللي قاعدين برا دل. انتوا عملتوا شنو في بتاع المناسبة الفاضي ده بتاعنا ايوه قالوا انتوا اللي هتعملوا ده الشغل بتاعكم ده دايما تعملوا recommendation للبريزيدنت انه يمشي قدام. والسؤال الثاني البسيط انتوا عندكم مسيطر على الجيش كنترول اوفر ذا فورسز بتاع ايوه عندكم مسيطر ولا ما في؟ ده اثنين سؤال بسيط بس لك. شكرا.
شكرا.
طيب شكرا.
تفضل.
شكرا. خلينا نبدا بالسؤال الاخير السيطره بتاع الجيش. انا قلت قبيل، انا قلت الان الجيش ده نوعين. في جيش ما يتمرد من الايو وهم موجودين حتى على مستوى بتاع قيادات بتاع هيئه اركان بتاع الجيش بتاع جنوب السودان. على سبيل المثال اللي هو الاكتنج ديبيوتي شيف اللي هو كونغ ده موجود ومعه ناس كتار جدا في الاجهزه بتاعتنا العسكريه سواء الجيش او البوليس او الامن. ده لسه موجودين وقاعدين بينفذوا في السلام. وزي ما انا قلت انه نحن اصلا الهدف بتاع الجيش ده كله انه to be a national army في النهايه. يعني ما هيكون بعدين اللي قدام في جيش اسمه جيش بتاع ايو او جيش بتاع اي جي، ما في كلام زي ده. الجيش to be a national. This is a part of implementation of peace agreement. انه نحن لازم نوحد الجيش ونخليه يونيفايد. ده في جيش جزء منهم اتمرد من الاي او. اللي اتمردوا ديل هم كانوا خايفين. ليه خايفين؟ لانه شافوا انه الرئيس بتاعهم يتقبض، وجام هموم بتاع انه والله السلام انهار او السلام ده كولابس. احنا قلنا لا، السلام لسه موجود. عشان كده احنا قلنا خلاص وي توك اوفر الانتريم ليدرشيب ده عشان ننفذ السلام، وعشان تو انجيج. انا قلت الكلام ده في بدايه الكلام بتاعي، تو انجيج with the partners and to engage with the president such as to implement peace agreement. ده بالنسبه للموضوع بتاع الجيش. بالنسبه لموضوع انه مايكل ماكو يتكلم على انه هيتم مواجهه تهم لرئيس الحركه. طبعا لحد الان التهم من احنا لسه ما وجهوه للرئيس لحد الان، لحد ما يوجهوا التهم للرئيس ويقولوا انه الرئيس ارتكب جرائم محدده بحسب القانون او بحسب الدستور. الوقت داك ان احنا مطالبين انه برضه نلعب دور في انه كيف ننزل محامين زي ما انت ذكرت عشان تدفن التهم الموجهه ضده اذا بقى في تهم. اذا ما في تهم معناته هم هيطلعوا الرئيس من الهاوس ارست. ده بالنسبه للتهم. طيب بالنسبه للاماكن الشاغره كلامك ممتاز. الاماكن الشاغره اذا الناس ديل بيقوا ما قدروا ينفذوا السلام، خاصه الناس الاوتسايد، معناته الانتريم ليدرشيب هم المسؤولين انهم يملوا الاماكن الفارغه او الاماكن الفاضيه دي. ده مسؤوليه، ما ده مسؤوليه بتاع الحزب. الحزب يا بيقعد ويا بيختار بوسط الليدرشيب انهم يملوا الاماكن الفارغه او الاماكن الفاضيه. This is our role as an interim leadership.
Shukran, thank you. That is a question that somebody one asking you about Angelina and then Akon, a Speaker of Council of State, was you?
Yes, the Speaker of Council of State. I hope if you watching the Palm Africa meeting, he was asked in a high level table, in high table. He was asked.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my question is regarding about last Saturday, Honorable Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Martin Lias Moro, and of
Comparative Affairs.
Yeah, Dr. Martin, he came during that press conference. He mentioned something about he labeled 9 counties as hostile and 7 counties as a friendly. This caused a lot of debate within Nuer community. The Nuer leaders, the Nuer Leadership Peace Forum came out and with their letter that they condemned the statement that made by Dr. Martin, labeled 9 counties hostile and other friendly. My question to you: what is response to you and your chairman Stephen Parr and the SPLM-IO and ARM about this statement?
Okay, our share is not a press conference of that press conference. ولكن as a matter of facts ان احنا بنفتكر the whole citizens whether هم ان احنا we cannot divide citizen انه في citizen كويس او في citizen كعب. في النهايه they are citizens of this country. كان ده الزول، حتى الزول المتمرد هو برضه يعتبر مواطن للدوله. ولكن القانون ما بيشمل الناس. القانون بيطيل شخص اللي ارتكب جريمه. يعني لو الليله اجوك ماكور ارتكب جريمه، ده ما بكون جريمه بتاع ماكور اللي هو ولدنا انا أو جريمة بتاع ناس أخواني التانيين. I am the one who faced that criminal. So maybe ده يكون هو الديبيت، لأنه عشان ما يشمل ما تفتقد النوير كله أو تصنف الناس بالكاونتيز، لأنه في النهاية الكاونتيز ده كله is belong to this country. الكاونتيز اللي قالوا ده كله is belong. And our president is a man هو responsible للناس ده كله، هو المسؤول من الناس ده كله. فعشان كده ستيفن فار ما كان موجود في الاجتماع ده، وما عنده علم بالشيء اللي حصل ده، لانه هو سمع زي ما الناس سمعت في الاعلام، يعني احنا ما كنا جزء من المؤتمر. عشان كده نحن بنفتكر انه السيتيزن هم متساويين ايكوال، يعني الحقوق والواجبات بالنسبه للمواطن متساوي بالنسبه لنا.
Shukran, shukran. Thank you. Agok Makur, are you there? So I will yield Makur back to you.
Thank you so much, Abraham Adit, and thank you so much, Honorable Agok Makur, for giving us your time to answer some few questions from fellow South Sudanese. I don't know whether we have some questions under the comment sections, and if there are no questions, then one of the questions which I was to ask you before was already asked by one of the speakers in the clubhouse in regard to the accusation being leveled against the government by the SPLM-IO members, mostly the self-exiled SPLM-IO. They accuse the government that the government is using you as the interim body to further the agenda and also to divide the IO and actually do away with IO. So it has already been asked, and you have already answered that nobody is behind you. You are doing it under the premises of the law of the IO.
Yes.
So I have no much question to pose, but we will yield it back to the comment sections if there are some questions. And if not, then we might come to the end of our conversation. Abraham Adit?
Yeah, there only one question that I will pull up on comment section so that we can call in the day. So there's a question come from Call. He asking you, what is the reason why your party closed their office in Warabi State? Is your party not collapsed in Warabi State?
No, our party is not collapsed in Warabi State. The former chair in Warabi State is the one who declared that our office is closed down. But in as a matter of fact, still the place is open, and also the members of Warab State from IO come out with a release, press release, condemning what the former chairman doing and calling for closing the office in state Warabi State. So I hope this ده كلام بتاع الرئيس بتاع الحركة هناك، ولكن القيادات بتاع الحركة الشعبية في Warabi State still continue as a members of IO, and still our office is there.
I think the last question is came from the
because office is not belong to individual. Yeah,
exactly. The last question is come from Rationale. He has you. My question is that did they consulting the deputy chairman on the phone calls before they selected the interim leadership, your leaders? So his question regarding, but did you consult the deputy chairman on the phone when you guys come up to elect the interim leaders? Job, I think it's pros network. Okay, so he's pros, and I hope he will log back in. But we come to an end, guys. So the show is supposed to be 30 to 45 minutes, but we got to about that. And it's good that we always give our audio chance to ask the question that they concern. It's good that he answered them and he's honest to answer them. Joke, you can go ahead. I don't know if you will come back. So let us wait for a couple minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Abraham Adit. To our viewers, thank you so much for tuning into Lagos State Media. listen to our guest and also ask some of your questions under the comment sections. We really appreciate that. Just that time is against us, we would have posed all these questions to him so that he could answer them accordingly. To those who are watching and you are political commentators and you want to share your thoughts or opinions in regard to our political crisis, then please reach out to Lagos State Media and we will create time for you to come and talk to the citizens of our country. Most of us still believe that South Sudan at this critical moment or this critical hour need a serious conversation, a conversation that will free our heart, a conversation that will free our mind, a conversation that will free our soul. And for doing so, we should always engage in a mature discussion without being hostile to anybody. The hostile term has been dominating our media for the last few days, as it was alluded by the cabinet affairs minister, and many people react to that. Kindly, this is what I can add, and I don't know whether our guest will return to the studio, and if not, then I will yield it back to Abraham Adit to make sure we wind up with our show. And in case of any other discussions, then we will still let you know. Follow Lagos State Media, share the show, and let's continue interacting and engaging. Thank you so much and be blessed.
Yeah, thank you, Majok. I just want to say thank you to those who turning in to watch this show, and also my apology for those of you who didn't have a chance to ask your question. I know many of you have a lot of questions to ask Honorable Agok Makur, but we has the time against us, and also the network too is a problem. So we will, if you have a burning question, you can write them and then we can forward to him and he can answer them in the form and written, something like that. So other than that, he's not coming back. We will close the show, but it's good that he can come back so that we can give him a last word to close the remark. So let me check with him while we're waiting. And for that, also, there is another show is coming up in next hour. So we will be live with Mr. Patrick Wuyut, the chairman of Journalists Union of South Sudan. So he will be the next half hour. So we will be very much coming after this show. So the next show is coming after this. So thank you. Let me check with him, Majok, to see if it is. Actually, those of you in Clubhouse, Joseph and Dr. Mutu, do you guys have any something to say, like a comment or anything, something like that, while I'm waiting, see if he will come back? Joseph.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I don't have a comment, but my comment is to the people that they don't believe in what the group that are doing, a group that is Stephen Park, they believe as a coup, and they are waiting for Riek Machar to come out to lead the group. To me, it will be a waste of time of them because Riek Machar case is already done. Because the way Michael McQuillan had said, the committee are working, and what happened? We're not going to say. We're not going to say it on the media. They are working. When they're done the job and the Riek Machar is ready to go to the court, he will be removed from his position because he will not go to court as a vice president. So which is mean, this thing is a very serious case. And possibility in Riek Machar who will go to the prison is high. So, and possibility in Riek Machar will not be ready to come and assume his position it will be very limited, because if the African Union, they came and they don't want to see Riek Machar, they deny access. All the international community tried to make Riek Machar, all of them, they deny access. That means this situation is very serious this time. So one of you know is better for support of IO to just go ahead and support the group as Stephen Park and move on with the peace. Because if you reject Stephen Park, that means you're looking for war. If you're looking for peace, join that group, because the leader, whenever Riek Machar is out and released, so he will resign and he will give position back to Riek Machar. But that's a comment that I want to make. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Mayun? Okay, so
yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Mayun, if you have your last word. Dr. Mayun, go ahead.
Another nashkurukum na state media for the job well done. We need to have those kind of engagement. It helps us politically. Dave Kumkan, he was very eloquent in explaining some of the things, even though he is still a katir, موضوع كوايد آمي I wanted to ask your guest هل هو بيشوف مثلا حاجة حصل بين الآن الورطة SPLM-IO فيه حصل سبب بتاعه ده وايد آمي by attacking Nasser that is what led to detention of Dr. Riek Machar. فهل القيادات الجديدة بيشوفوا إنه وايد آمي are actually أجرموا في حق بتاعهم did they cause trouble to them? If so, what can they do to mitigate this? حاولت أن أسأله بطريقة ثانية لكن I don't think I got a satisfactory answer. But in the nutshell, I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody that has contributed. نقاش كان مثمر جدا يعني. شكرا لكم media.
Thank you, Dr. Mayun. Okay, Majok, you can go ahead. We are going ahead to close the room, the show. So network is not going to come back. So the network is cut off there.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abraham. To the Clubhouse audience, thank you so much. To those who posed their questions before in Clubhouse, we deeply appreciate that participation, and you are always actively engaged in political discussions on the things that are affecting our country, politically, socially, and economically. Keep it up, because discussions always yield a lot of fruits. To the viewers on Facebook, thank you so much for creating time. We understand the situation in our country, but you always subscribe to some of the MBs so that you can watch the live show and listen to the guests. Through that, we can understand and analyze whatever information that we receive from any guest. To that juncture, please, thank you very much, Abraham Adit. Keep the good work, Legislative Media team. Stay tuned and let's connect and let conversation continue. Stay blessed and God bless you all.
Thank you, Majok, and thank you all of you for turning in. Thank you everyone for today. Bye now.